Give props to Advocate Mngomezulu. Wow, wow, wow. Give props to Advocate Mngomezulu. I think we must now come to a point where we agree that, you know what, Advocate Mngomezulu does his things. And is very good at what he does. We must come to the point of realization that, come on, give it to the man. The man is good at what he does. And it's a fact. Whether we want to accept that or we don't, it's neither here or there. Today, Advocate Mngomezulu proved to the state that, you know what, first of all, you bringing things that happened in 2018, we are dealing with a case that happened in 2014. You're bringing with things that relate to other things instead of bringing something that relates to this case. What type of a trial is this? I said to Advocate Mngomezulu, the man is on fire. Give props when it is due. Advocate Mngomezulu is onto something. Whatever it is that Advocate Mngomezulu is onto, it is now known to us, the state, Advocate Mngomezulu, the judge, and everybody, even the accused. They can see that, you know what, when it comes to Advocate Mngomezulu, he is not taking it. He's going to deal with you. And it doesn't care your gender, your ethnic groups. It doesn't care your social status, whether you are Advocate Baloi, whether you are Advocate Sbanda, whether you are Judge Ratha. What he does is that he was going to tell you that when you are fumbling, you are fumbling. Right? That is exactly what we saw from Advocate Mngomezulu today. We saw Advocate Mngomezulu coming gun blazing. But nevertheless, before we dive into this video, I will put it to you that you do the following.
If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, will bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed.
All right. So I'm gonna allow you guys to listen to the video and specifically listen to how Advocate Mngomezulu submit his argument. I want you to look at this, but that video is going to be at the end. You're going to be listening to that. I just want to say whatever I'm going to say now so that I can give you enough time to listen to what Advocate Mngomezulu has got to say in this video. But let me make these remarks then before I, you know what I'm saying, before I let you go. Let me make these remarks. You know what? Experience you can never get it at look at any supermarket. When you listen to Advocate Mngomezulu arguing, you get to realize that, you know what, experience cannot be bought. Experience is not on the sale. It's not on sale in somewhere in a supermarket tizen. So experience, like Advocate Mngomezulu, you can tell. You know when they say he is a senior counsel, now you'll get to realize that, you know what, that word senior counsel, he did not buy that word. He earned it. The aggression, the level of aggression, and you know what I'm saying? And then Advocate Mshololo as well highlights some very important thing here and say, listen, the state has been dishonest here. And something that Advocate Mnisi said a long time ago, that this information that comes in drips and drops, does not make sure. Advocate, all the things, Judge Ratha, he realizes that, you know what, instead of admitting that, you know what, first of all, you, advocate Mngomezulu, you are doing the Lord's work. You are cracking this case. You are doing everything within your power. I see the state for what it is. You have exposed them and shamefully exposed their nakedness. Right now, they are definitely naked, right? Instead of admitting to that, the judge, instead of admitting to that, and I'll show you what. He exposes the incompetence of Judge Ratha somehow and the favoritism. He exposes the incompetence of the state itself, right? And you can tell, even Judge Ratha I was looking at the facial expression. I looked at the facial expression of I look at the facial expression of Judge Ratha I look at his facial expression as Advocate Mngomezulu was presenting. You can tell that is resonating with the truth. I looked at the facial expression of this guy, the facial expression of this other guy, guys. Why am I forgetting this one? Advocate Baloi. You can tell when Advocate Mngomezulu was telling them, look, everything that he needed to tell them. You can tell that these people can see that this person is not lying. This person is telling us the truth, right? You can even listen to, you can even hear from their own tone, right? Then another person that was like, you know what? I saw what Advocate Ramsipile did. But another person that was like, you know what, I'm going to put a salt in a wound. It is none other than Advocate Mshololo. Advocate Mshololo was like, you know what, I'm going to come for you. Right? That's when she uses the word dishonest and say the state has been dishonest. They are giving us information in drips and drops. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I sat there and I was like, the argument from Advocate Mshololo as well. The judge realizes that, you know what, he can no longer refute this. Look, he can no longer play around and refute or rebut everything that the defense is pointing out here. The defense are saying for record purposes. In other words, they are saying there will come a time where we'll look, this might be taken somewhere, or we might take all of this into to somewhere. We want to put it on record that there was this thing that was happening. The state was investigating this case, and we will give a document as we go. Right. And I felt like the defense, the defense does have a point, right? Right there, the defense for me have got a point. They have something. There's something about that, and the state knows exactly that, you know what, the defense is onto something here. One day, they will be held accountable for all the things that they've done. But without looking or without, what can I say? I'm looking for the right word here. I'm looking for the right word that will describe what I want to say. But don't worry, I'm gonna give you guys the video here just when I'm done. So if you look at what Advocate Mshololo did, and you look at what Advocate Mngomezulu did in that case, they caused a lot of damage in that case. And the state they can realize. They can realize that, you know what, here we are being thrown under the bus, broad daylight, and nobody's going to come and save us anymore. We've been playing these people, but these people have gotten to the point where they are tired. Advocate Ngomala was like, you know what, I'm not going to have it. I am going to deal with you guys as I should, and I'm not going to back down. I'm going to deal with you guys as I should. And he dealt with them and tell them that, listen, till today I haven't received the information that I requested long time ago, right? Upon realizing that, you know what, here, one day, I will be asked, what did I do about the incompetence of the state? And I will have to explain why. He realizes that and it's like, okay, you know what? The best that I can do out of this situation is that why don't I ask the state that please provide these people with every document they need? That's when he came. That's when he realizes that, you know what, I'm gonna held accountable for not helping the defense with their case here. That's when he realizes, and then he started saying, he started using words such as he used these words. He said, "What are other documents that you need?" And then he says after that, and then he said, "Every document that they need must be provided now And I said to myself, wow, should have done that long time ago. He says, every document that these people want, you need to provide them with this document now. I'm prepared to postpone this case for a period of 2 weeks just for these people to have all the documents so that we can keep and so that we can start operating smoothly. And listen carefully again. Advocate Mnisi had the judge listen to Advocate Mnisi when he was making this example to say it's like we are in a train that is going towards Durban, right? He said, if we are finished with everything that is needed, this train is going to move from Joburg straight to Durban without a single stop. But if we are not finished with all the information that is needed, this train is going to keep moving and we're going to move like this. Advocate Mnisi said that long time ago. Judge, as a person that is managing things here, he did not listen to advocate. He did not listen to advocate. He didn't listen to advocate. He didn't listen to advocate Mnisi, right? Exactly what Advocate Mnisi was saying, was complaining about. It is now happening. He realizes later on something that the judge should have done long time ago. He should have told them long time ago that, listen, guys, state, finish this defense with everything that they need. He should have said that long time ago. But where is it now? Now, that very same judge, right? That very same judge, he realizes that which he was told about long time ago, right? It speaks about it speaks about Judge Ratha Mokgoatleng that sometimes Judge Ratha Mokgoatleng doesn't listen to other people with an intention of hearing what they are saying, right? He just listens for them just listen to them, just so that they can finish whatever they are saying, so that he can continue saying or continue overruling their decisions. Like today, he made a good ruling or whatever you want to call it, to say give the defense what they want now. Had he did that long time ago, I'm telling you, all the postponement that have been coming here, they wouldn't have happened. He would have avoided a lot of things. Today, the defense was like, you know what? We've been too kind here. No. Then the judge is now making a good decision. A decision that was supposed to be, that should have been made long time ago. Advocate Mnisi made this request long time ago. But our judge sometimes, when we question the behavior of a judge, not necessarily because we are angry or we have personal vendetta against this judge. Today I was listening to the AKA story, the AKA trial, right? As I was listening to that trial, I could realize the one thing. If you listen to that judge who's presiding over that case, there's one thing that judge does it well. He asks the right question when he's supposed to. And, you can never complain against that judge. You can never complain about that judge. Why? Because it appears that judge understands his job. He's going to ask questions when he has to, and you will have to provide him with answers. We don't complain about it. So when we say judges are interfering, we're not necessarily complaining that judge. We're not making them a stage, just sit there, do nothing. No. What we are saying is that just like in the AKA matter, that judge, when he's supposed to ask questions, he's going to ask questions, and it's super relevant. And that is exactly what we are asking from our judge in the Meiwa case. This case is supposed to be, I think the judge that is presiding over the AKA and Tibbs case, if that judge was on the Meiwa case, I don't think we would have I don't think we would have been complaining about the things that we are complaining about from our favorite judge or our beloved judge Ratha Mokgoatleng. I don't think we would have been complaining about him. But look at the behavior of that judge. Spot on. That is exactly what we would have loved to see from a judge. That is exactly what we would like to see. But again, right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make you listen to the court proceedings for today. I'm going to make you listen to that. With that being said, I'm requesting that you like the video, comment in the comment section below, tell me your thought and your opinion. I'm requesting that you click the notification bell. We're going to continue. The case, guys, will be back on the, what's this date? This case will be back, right, on the 13th of May 2024. It has been postponed to give the state, the defense, a fair opportunity to study every document that must be given to them. But I can promise you, when we come back again, they will not be given the necessary documents that they are supposed to be given. Because we have learned that here we are dealing with the state. They are even bold in their errors. You know what I'm saying? They feel proud that they are erring the way they are erring. They feel proud of themselves. But what shall we then say? Because our judge allows them and gives them confidence. So, yeah, today I wanted to bring that into your attention. As I'm about to allow you to listen to this audio until the end, please, guys, do the right thing. Listen to the audio until the end and then summarize everything according to your opinion. Tell me what you think about everything that transpired in that court. Look at the court of Judge Ratha. Me and I, guys, will see each other in the next video. But until such a time, good people, I kindly request that you do take care and love you guys.
Exhibit DD in brackets 3. It's an extract of SAP 13 register from Middleburg DPCI dated 8 February 2021 of the cell phone found in possession of accused number 2 in the Velera police cells. Then Exhibit DD in brackets 4, the statement of Warrant Officer LT Ndlovu of Middleburg DPCI, the download of cell phone of accused number 2. Then number 70, it's Exhibit DD in brackets 5, is a statement of Lieutenant Colonel G. House, analyst of cell phone of accused number 2, and the cell phone found in possession of accused number 5 at Kalagabusha prison. Then Exhibit DD5 in brackets 1 are annexures 1 to 16 to Lieutenant Colonel House, so it should be House affidavit. Then Exhibit DD5 in brackets A is the supplementary affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel House, and Exhibit DD in brackets 5B, we'll deal with that just now, will be the additional statement of Lieutenant Colonel House. Then number 71, Exhibit CCC in brackets 1, is the extract of SAP register from Tembisa South Police Station dated 1 June 2020 regarding the cell phone found in possession of accused number 1 during his arrest on the 30th of May 2020. Then Exhibit CCC in brackets 2 is the affidavit of the SAP 13 store clerk, Constable M. Makwala from Tembisa South Police Station. Then Exhibit DD in bracket 6 is the extract of the SAP 13 register from Brixton Police Station dated 21 July 2020 regarding the phone found in possession of accused number 1 during his arrest on 30 May 2020. Then Exhibit DD in bracket 7 the collection sheet of Beaker sample for accused number 2 by Sergeant KP Mashele. Then Exhibit Triple D 7 in brackets A is a competency certificate of Sergeant KP Mashele to collect vehicle samples. Then number 73, Exhibit Triple B in brackets 1, the vehicle sample of accused number 3. Exhibit Triple B in brackets 2 is a vehicle sample of accused number 4. Exhibit Triple D in brackets 8 is the acknowledgement of receipt of vehicle samples of accused number 3 and 4 by the biology section of the forensic science laboratory. Then number 74, Exhibit Triple E. It's the affidavit by Mr. P. Low of Capitec Bank regarding the bank records of accused number 1, 2, 4, and 5. Then Exhibit Triple E in brackets 1 is the Capitec Bank statement of accused number 1. And Exhibit Triple E in brackets 2 is the Capitec Bank statement of accused number 5. Then the next page, page 7, Exhibit Triple E in brackets 3 is the Capitec Bank statement of accused number 4. Then number 75, Exhibit Triple E in brackets 4 is the affidavit of Ms. Pindile Bolelang of Nedbank regarding the bank records of accused number 1 and 5. Exhibit Triple E in brackets 5, it's the Nedbank bank statement of accused number 1. Then Exhibit Triple E in brackets 6, it's the Nedbank statement of accused number 5. Then number 76, Exhibit Triple E in brackets 7 is the Standard Bank statement of accused number 1. And Exhibits E and 9 are still to be handed up. Exhibit Triple E in brackets 8 is the ABSA Bank record and statement of accused number 2. Then Exhibit Triple E in brackets 9 will be the affidavit from ABSA. And the bank statement of accused number 5. Those are still to be handed up, my lord. Okay. Then, my lord, when we adjourned on Monday, we were busy with the bank statements and the bank records of the accused. We will request that that evidence stand down so that we can continue with the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel Hose that also stood down last week, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was on Wednesday, the 24th of April. And the simple reason for this request is that Lieutenant Colonel Hose is not available next week. Okay. We adjourned early on Tuesday so that my colleagues can have the opportunity to consult on the additional statement of Lieutenant Colonel Hose. I intimated on Tuesday that following the criticism leveled against Lieutenant Colonel Hose, he then went and compiled an additional statement that shows the communication between the accused, the numbers that they communicated on, and the number of times that they communicated with each other. That information was handed to the defense on Tuesday, and I assume they had the opportunity to consult their own. And there was also information in the form of application for Section 2.5s that were handed to the defense on Tuesday, and there was additional information that was sent to them via electronic media yesterday evening, being emails and SMS of the Section 2.5 authorizations that related, my lord, mainly to the people who were in the house, and a number of cell phone numbers for which application was made for in terms of Section 2.5 for the call data and RICA information. And hard copies of those documents were also handed to my learned friends this morning. And assuming that my learned friends are ready to proceed, my lord, I'm just wondering what will be the best way to put the additional information that Lieutenant Colonel Hose has now compiled. And we have marked that document Exhibit DD in brackets 5B. We will recall that Advocate Numalo for accused number 4 was busy with cross-examination of, in fact, he had not started. He indicated that he needed more information, and that is the information that I've just referred to that has been furnished to the defense. The suggestion by the state is that the new information, the additional information as per Exhibit DD in brackets 5B that shows the communication between various accused, that before Advocate Numalo cross-examines that Colonel Hose just places that information on record so that we still do justice to the process in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act.
Yes.
I will then sit down
Yes, Mr.
to
Mngomezulu.
find out if any of my learned friends have got any submissions.
Yes, Mr. Mngomezulu.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, before I make submissions regarding the email that was sent to me, I saw it this morning. It relates to the Section 205s. But now I want to find clarity from my colleague whether am I correct to say this thing when I'm going through this Section 205 application, it relates to taxi violence operation Kaufela. What does that has to do with this court?
Yes, is that all?
Now I'll make submissions.
Yeah, no.
As indicated, my lord, this shows various numbers were identified as those belonging to the accused, and an application was then made to various service providers for call data on those numbers. The supporting affidavit is made by the late Sergeant Mabena, and the authorizations were made in Nduchana, but were submitted to Vodacom in Gauteng. And the purpose, my lord, is just to show that in light of the defense of the accused, that some of the accused did not know each other, that information shows that from 2018 there was communication between the various accused. That is the sole purpose, my lord.
From 2018?
Yeah, from 2018. we'll recall that the accused were arrested in 2020.
Yes, yes.
So the information by the service provider is only stored for 3 years. So they could only go back up to 2018.
Okay.
Yes, please, my lord. My lord, thank you for the explanation by my colleague. Regarding the additional information or affidavit by Colonel House, I think it will be prudent that that evidence should be placed on record, because there's an additional affidavit that has been furnished to us. And the sequence of, because I understand that Advocate Mumalo did not cross-examine Mr. House. So I would request the opinion of the court in relation to the new evidence now brought by the state of Colonel House.
Mr. Ramsepi.
My lord, I also echo the same sentiment that we need guidance from the court, because there's new evidence now that's being presented. My lord, that's the court pieces.
Okay. Mr. Mnisi.
As it is a court, my lord, it will be recalled that I was in the process of cross-examining Mr. House when there was an issue regarding the content of the record, which has since been clarified. I therefore need to proceed from there. But beyond that, there's also new information which has just surfaced, that has got to do with accused number 3, my client. There's also a very mysterious number that is now resurfaced in terms of the document that has been sent overnight. There's also a new number. And all along the state was asserting that accused number 3 is not affected by these cell phone records, but all of a sudden there's a new number. I haven't consulted that. I don't know where the number comes from or applied for that number. How does it really affect him? How does it really affect him insofar as this case is concerned? Those are all the concerns that I have, that I also need to study these documents, these voluminous documents. But if the court can just look at these voluminous documents, and I'll also have to study them and go and consult with Mr. Mure in order to get proper instructions. Because I don't want a position or a situation at the end of it all where the state would want to come and argue that accused persons are changing their versions, chopping and changing their version as the case progresses, because this is out of their own making. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Omalo.
My lord, I wish to confirm that I've also received additional information this morning, which was not supplied to me on Tuesday. On top of that, my lord, on the affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel House, he also says that when he analyzed the numbers, there is also SMSs, communication through SMSs that I've requested from the state to provide me in order to further consult with my client. Thank you.
So you haven't got those SMSs?
Yes, I haven't received those SMSs, my lord. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Mshololo.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, firstly, on a Tuesday when we adjourned, my lord, the state supplied to us the incomplete information, the incomplete statements of Colonel Genenda, my lord. We were told that they will be supplied later in the day, which was on Tuesday, on the 30th of April, my lord. And those pages, they never came, my lord. Out of the bundle that was supplied to us on the 30th of April, my lord, there was a bank records for accused number 5 from Absa Bank. I managed to secure a consultation in prison, my lord, even if it was not legal visit was not allowed. However, the head of the prison allowed me to consult. I consulted on that document, which is Absa records, which was made available to me on the 30th. This morning, I received another bundle of documents from the state, of which I have not been able to read them. I can see also the email was sent last night at 2300 hours, of which I was not told not to sleep and wait for this email. Unfortunately, I couldn't read it overnight. As a result, my lord, I would like to place it on record that this is a trial by ambush, my lord. Yesterday I had all the day to consult with my client on all the documents that the state is preparing or anticipating to use. However, the documents were not supplied to me, especially the affidavits which were marked by my learned friend, Mr. Baloi, that there are pages that are missing. And my lord, what is very bad in this trial is that the state is dishonest with this court. The state is not telling the truth in this court, that they need time to investigate and to compile all the necessary records that are supposed to be supplied to the defense, so that we can be able to consult properly and then be able to run with this trial. Now, Mr. Host,
I strongly object to the language employed by my learned friend, say that we are dishonest. We are officers of this court, will never be dishonest. No, English is not our language, but I suppose that's not really what, or I want to believe that's not what my learned friend is implying, but we will never be dishonest.
okay, thank you, my lord. They are honest. The state is honest, my lord. I'm changing from dishonest to honest. The state is honest. My lord, the witness is called now to the witness box to proceed with this trial, whereas we are being supplied with information which is relevant to this witness this morning, my lord, which makes it difficult for us, for even to formulate our defense and the case that we need to put to this witness who is currently in the witness box. My lord, the supply of documents in piecemeal is affecting the whole process, my lord. Today we're given this, tomorrow we're given this, and tomorrow we'll be surprised to receive other documents. That's the point that I'm trying to make, my lord. But I'm not saying if the state says they are not dishonest, they are honest.
Is that sarcasm?
My lord, it's because they are in front of the court, when my learned friend is making submissions, he's not being truthful to tell the court that we have supplied the documents which were incomplete on the 30th, and we have not been able to finish the defense with the outstanding documents. That's where it's supposed to start. And we still need time, or we're still going to finish the defense with those documents and explain the time as to when we will be able to receive those outstanding documents from the documents that we were finished with on the 30th on Tuesday, my lord, to start with. Let alone the documents that were sent last night. We have not even given with a reason or whatever, even if we don't deserve the explanation. We received them last night, and this morning we're expected to be ready to proceed with this witness. Those are my submissions, my lord. That's why I was trying to explain the honesty of on the part of the state who are working with in this case, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Thanks. Before you respond, yeah, yes.
May I be permitted to make further submissions, madam?
Yes, I'm listening.
Oh yes, thank you, my lord. My lord, I agree with my colleague, Advocate Mshololo. As I've indicated earlier, really, I would submit with due respect, whatever information that comes after a full disclosure, after the trial has commenced, it's ambush. My lord, it is ambush in the sense that the state is the dominus litis. The defense cannot dictate the nature and the manner of evidence to be presented and the witnesses to be called. But the court, I wish the court to be mindful of the evidence that the state is eliciting at this stage. The state, as the evidence has already been tendered before this court, is trying to refute or rebut the evidence of an alibi. Number two is trying to rebut the evidence that these accused know each other. This evidence that is led in this court by these witnesses relating to the bank statements, relating to the cell phones, it's something that happened after the state brought this or brings this evidence, which occurred after the incident of 2014. I'll say this slowly so that it will be understood to say, during the inception of this trial, even if I was not there, but I followed the records, none of these accused persons tendered a plea explanation in terms of Section 115. No one. The only state, it's a fishing expedition by the state now to say they listen to the version that was put by my colleague Mr. Ramsipidi in one of the witnesses to say accused number one was not in Gauteng on the day Senzo was killed. Now the state wants to focus on that. They now deviate from the elements that they need to prove on what happened in 2014. If the state was confident enough that they have something to say before this court, they should have led evidence. I'm not dictating, but they should have led evidence in relation to, for instance, my lord, let me just put it into practical perspective on what was delivered or was said before this court. Mboto read the affidavit of accused number one. Rapadu read the confession of accused number two. It dealt with the communication where Kelly asked, where are you? Those are records that are relevant. I'm in possession of the 205s for Kelly Kuman. And the state, I'm going to show the state that there was no such a communication. That is direct evidence. I'm not sucking a thumb to say I'm looking for the number for Ntuli, for Mapisa, for whoever. I've got the records for Kelly Kuman on the date of when Senzo was killed. They're busy with 2018, 2021. We are not really interested. That's not our defense. The main defense during Section 106 was that it's a bad denial. They denied having killed Senzo. So now they want to create their own defense because of what my colleague Ramsipidi said. Accused number one was not there. They're busy now. That's why one will be tempted to say they are cooking. They are manufacturing day in, day out. So that it can fit what the state wants to do. Because I can tell this court now, they don't have a case. I'm not arguing the case, but I don't see the purpose of this witness to be here. Number two, this disclosure, what time do we have to go through? Because if you consult with the client, sentence by sentence, transaction by transaction, is this fair? Is it fair trial to this accused? Moreover, our defense, we blatantly denied, vehemently denied the involvement of this accused in the killing of Senzo Meyo. I even put it on my cross-examination or in one of the investigating office. And I still have to prove that that evidence in this court. Now they're busy fitting us with 2018, 2020, 2021. We don't even have time to consult. This is pure ambush.
Okay, thank you.
My lord, may I say this for the last time? When I get into this trial, it was trial within a trial. The court made it an exception that discovery can be made during a trial within a trial, not in a main trial. Now we're getting everything in. Thank you, my lord.
Thanks. If I might just briefly respond, my lord. Well, firstly, we've indicated there was this disc, my lord, that was applied to the defense some time ago last year already. And this information that Advocate Mshololo says it's incomplete, the investigating officer has indicated to me that it's contained in the disc. So all that we are doing, my lord, is to supply the defense with hard copies of what was contained.
Yeah, okay, so that I understand you clearly.
Yes, in
That
the disc.
hard disk was in October last year.
Yes,
send it over.
if not earlier.
And are you saying now that hard disk contains all the evidence
Yes.
which Mr. House is supposed to give before this court?
No, not
hinted, but
not the additional.
Not the
evidence.
additional.
No, not the additional
Okay.
evidence, my lord. That is the first thing, and secondly, my lord, I hear the submissions of Mr. Mngomezulu, but in the nature of a trial, the state supplies all the information that it has at the beginning of the trial, but during the trial, propositions are put to the witnesses, and the state needs to follow up on those propositions. And this is merely the, this information that was gathered as a result of those propositions, as Mr. Mngomezulu pointed out that no clear explanation was finished. So as the trial unfolds, the state gets to know what the defense of the accused is, and is on the basis that now information is being gathered, and that is why this information is being tendered. But just briefly regarding the submission by Advocate Mnisi that there's a new information on the number of accused number 3. When we adjourned on Tuesday, Advocate Munyeki, who was standing in for him, did consult with accused number 3 on this new number, and he came back to us regarding that number. So that issue was canvassed by Advocate Munyeki. I will not dwell. I think it's only fair if one needs time to prepare, and the court has always been reasonable, has bent over backwards to accommodate the defense, to say we need more time, we request time, instead of trying to cast aspersions on colleagues. And the state has always been reasonable. If the defense needs more time, we will concede to that request.
Okay, my worry is, Mr. House, you say you're not available next week.
No, my lord. Next week I'm not available from the...
You're available the week after?
Yes, my lord. That's
Wat
correct.
sal die datum wees? Na aanstaande week?
Ja.
Wat sal die datum wees?
Dus 4th, let me just check.
I think it should be around the 10th.
6th, 13th, I think.
No, it should be around the 10th of May.
May.
Yes, should be.
13th.
It's actually the 13th of May.
13th of
Yes,
May.
13th of May,
Yes.
from that week.
Yes, ma'am.
I must respond to what Mr. Bruce said. Is it? I just wanted to say that is not correct. When we spoke...
When he says you consulted, he's not
no,
correct.
I did not consult.
Okay, fine. Okay, there is additional information, obviously, which has been elicited through the cross-examination, I'm told, of Mr. House. And Mr. House had to go and prepare for that additional information because, as we all know, Mr. House took over the analysis of these numbers which are impugned or otherwise from Colonel Steyn.
That's correct.
So I take it you went and reviewed the whole disc or evidence which was unearthed by Colonel Steyn.
There was application section 205.
That's it, yeah. Which you didn't do because I just took from Colonel Steyn.
I just got a section 205 and then I analyzed the section 205 that I received and I put it in my
So you've
statement.
got to put it on record also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
You must have taken that one.
that's correct, my lord.
Right. Okay, you know what? How long does the defense need to peruse the new evidence, as you call it, which has been given to you by Mr. Baloi, except, as you say, the affidavits of Colonel Geninda? Ms. Mshololo, you say, how many are they? 2?
Yes, my lord, that are incomplete.
How many affidavits are there? Which you say you want?
It's 2 affidavits
Geninda,
which are incomplete.
Okay, let's pursue that one. Geninda's evidence, they say the affidavits are incomplete.
Well, as I indicated, my lord, firstly it's in the discs, but secondly it's in the
disc
information that we sent to them last night.
Last night, okay.
And gave them in hard copy this morning.
Okay. Which other information do you have to supply?
Well, this is just the founding affidavit of Brigadier Geninda in applying for Section 205. So it's basically an affidavit to say, you know, I'm applying for Section 205, these numbers, and these are the reasons.
All right.
Yes.
What else?
May I just confirm with the statement that if the Section 205s of the people that were in the house.
Yeah, he said he's got them. Is that not so, sir? The 205s of the persons who were inside the house.
Yes, we will supply that information to them on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But it's also encapsulated in the affidavit of Colonel Boonstra. It's in the document pack that we gave to the defense.
Let me postpone this case, or postpone the case to your date. Is that okay? To the 13th, so that everybody, anybody, for the whole week or 2 weeks, can have recourse to whatever documents you need. In the meantime, you can consult with Mr. Baloi that this is short, this is short, this is short. I'll give you 2 weeks so that you're not ambushed. Is that okay? Ms. Mshololo, is that okay?
My lord, it's okay in respect of the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel House.
All the evidence. Because last night you say you were sleeping when they bombarded you with the pages and pages and pages.
Yes, correct. But with the evidence of the cell phone records, my lord, that one I managed to consult. I'm ready with that one.
Yeah, but Mr. Number is not ready.
The SMSs.
You are not ready.
No, I'm not ready to proceed.
Because you never got the information. You got it last night, you say?
Yes, I got it last night.
Even this morning?
Even this morning. There's outstanding information, my lord, the
Right.
SMSs in respect
The same
of the
pertains,
analysis.
okay, thank you. The
Yes,
same
thank you.
pertains to Mr. Mnisi.
No,
Oh, you got all the information?
I'm not saying I've got all the information, my lord.
Yeah, what do you lack?
If the court says, then the court will be amenable to give us the whole week to go in.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. The whole 2 weeks if you want. Mr. Ramosepidi?
I would have suggested, my lord, that, well, I'm not speaking on behalf of my colleague, that we stand the matter down from now up to 2 o'clock.
No, that won't work.
In what way, man?
Mr. Mngomezulu, just show him the bundle you got this morning. Just show him. You see that bundle? Mr. Mngomezulu says he wants to go through it and consult.
I haven't finished what I was saying, my lord. I haven't finished my suggestion. Then the court says, no, that won't work.
It won't work because he wants us to come back at 2 o'clock.
No, I'm not saying to come back at 2 o'clock in order to proceed with the trial.
To do what?
Maybe in the meantime, we would engage the state to determine whether there are things that we can agree on or there are no things that we cannot agree on. Then when we come back at 2, we'll come back at 2 with a definite position as to whether or not the whole of next week will be necessary.
Okay, I've heard you.
That is what I was trying to say. Actually, that is in the spirit of a good administration of the conduct of a trial. Because ever since this trial started, we never engaged with the state to find out whether we can meet each other somewhere or not. That is just what I want to suggest.
Mr. Ramosepidi also say we must come back at 2.
My lord, if you can find each other, because for me as well, should we persist with the bank statements? My Standard Bank is still outstanding, my lord, so I'll be hamstrung on that respect as well.
Okay. And we all agreed that Mr. House, because there's additional information which he has to testify on. He's got to again give evidence on that, and then you can all have the chance to cross-examine him from the beginning. Is that okay, Mr. Mngomezulu?
That will be fine.
Anybody who's against that idea? Mr. Mnisi.
My cross-examination is still pending.
That's it, but we will start afresh with Mr. Mngomezulu and everybody again.
I don't have a problem.
Okay.
I don't have a problem, madam. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Cholo, you don't have a problem also. Okay. I don't have this thing. You said the 13th, eh? It's how many days from here, the 13th?
It's in a week's time. In other words, next week. Next week we will not be sitting.
Yeah.
Then we'll sit.
The Monday?
Yes, the Monday. I must just place on record that 13 and 14 I've got partly here before Judge Default. So my colleague was standing
so
for.
Mr. Bande will deputize for. Okay, so that everybody gets his or her house in order. And there are no aspersions cast about whether persons are honest or dishonest, or whether the state is now manufacturing evidence, etc., etc. This court is prepared in the interest of justice so that nobody should say he was hamstrung in presenting his or her client's defense, even the state itself. I'm postponing this matter to the 13th of May, and I hope on that day everybody shall have communicated with the state. If you want me to come next week, I can come to supervise. You're trying to find each other. Okay, if you tell me I should come on Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday, but Mr. Host is excused until the 13th, on the proviso that you will give evidence on the evidence or the documents you have unearthed. Okay, and thereafter you'll be taken under cross-examination by all the councils.
I understand, ma'am.
Starting from Mr. Mngomezulu downwards, okay?
I understand, ma'am.
Okay, so you're excused. Me, I'm prepared to come in next week, the whole of next week, if you want me to do that, without the benefit of the accused. You will tell me the problem is Mr. Baloi doesn't want to give you this, he's not doing this or that or that or that or that. You can tell me. Now, I'm available. Just repeat what I said to the accused so that they understand why.
Sekuningi-ke kakhulu esekushiwo-ke, kodwa-ke kona konke abameli baye batshengisa noma baveza-ke ukuthi-ke abenemeke ngendlela umbuso owenza ngakhona ngokwala ma-documents-ke. Niyazi-ke ukuthi u-Lieutenant Colonel House bekuneminye imininingwane ebekufanele ukuthi ayengeza-ke. Siyazi ukuthi u-Colonel House uthatha umsebenzi bukade wenziwa uyena u-Colonel Stay osekwimpesheni-ke manje. Base besho-ke bameli ukuthi-ke abanemeke indlela umbuso owenza ngakhona, futhi-ke nanjengoba nibonile-ke kuloko kuphethwe uyena baba Mngomezulu, ukuthi kuningi kakhulu-ke lokho okunye bathi bakuthole kusasa, okunye bathi bakuthole-ke sebelele-ke ngayizolo. Sebeyasho-ke kunkantolo ukuthi-ke cha, abangeke bakwazi ukuthi bangaqhubeka-ke manje ngoba-ke kusafanele lokhu bahlale phansi bakhulumisane nani ngalokhu umbuso obathumele kona-ke. Inkantolo isibanikeze bonke-ke ithuba ukuthi abakhulumeke. Uma sekubhekwa-ke siyasithatha-ke isinqumo ukuthi iyimisele ukuthi-ke inganikeza ithuba ngoba kusafanele ukuthi bafunde basebeyeza bezokhulumisana nani-ke. Useshilo-ke uKenel House ukuthi-ke kuleli viki elizayo akatholakali noma-ke mhlambe-ke khona okunye azokwenza. Inkantolo ithi imisele-ke ukuthi-ke ingabanikeza iviki lonke elizayo bese siyabuya-ke ngazo iyi-13 kuyena-ke uMay. Ithemba-ke ukuthi lapho-ke uzobe wonke umuntu-ke ekwenzile kufundile lokho kufanele akufunde. Uma khona okunye kufanele bakuthole kumbuso, umbuso banikeze. Uyasho-ke futhi umehluleli ukuthi uyimisela ukuthi angeza-ke kuleviki elizayo uma kuwukuthi bayakhulumisana-ke khona la bengazwani khona, hayi ukuthi nina nizoza kodwa bona abameli nomshushizi nenkantolo-ke uma kukhona la bangazwani khona umehlulela angenelele ukuthi-ke alekelele ukuthi isimo uma sesibuya ngazo iyi-13 sibuye-ke sikulungele ukuthi singaqhubeka ukuthi futhi-ke nanjengoba Mr. Mngomezulu bebesebeqedile ukumhloma-ke ngemibuzo ukuthi inkantolo izobanika futhi lelo thuba lokuthi baqale phansi nanjengoba kunalo lwazi olusha olwangezelekile aze nalo.
Yeah, on second thoughts, to facilitate the consultation of the accused in this court, we can postpone for that exigency, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday or Friday. You tell me how many days you need. They can make an order they should bring the accused for consultation purposes on 2 days next week or 3 days, whichever period you prefer. Or otherwise, if you want to consult at the prison, fine, no problem.
My Lord, on behalf of accused number 5, I will ask that maybe we adjourn until Tuesday, that we come back here so that I can be able to consult with you.
Okay, Tuesday. Is it okay, Tuesday?
Okunye-ke futhi manje inkantolo isinikeza ithuba ukuthi abameni lethwe-ke ngokuzayo noma amalanga amabili amathathu abameni bazokhuluma nani.
Yeah, no, me, I'm coming back. I'm coming on Monday. I've got to read all this evidence in any case. So I'm coming next week, Monday to Friday, to the court, so that the JP mustn't say I'm taking time to go and play golf.
I'm suggesting, my Lord, that the court, we actually to request a very brief indulgence that we adjourn, then we have a 10 minutes, we discuss it amongst ourselves, and then when you come back to the court, we come back to the court with a firm position as to whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday next week.
Okay, fine.
There's no use for us to share.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'll come back, you call me.